Hi everybody, so I'm going to do the tiniest of Hobonichi hauls today. It's not going to be extensive or lavish because I haven't spent an awful lot of money this year on things, but as you know I'm a massive Hobonichi fan and I think I've had one every year since 2016 maybe? Can't remember now. So there was a quite big change this year, as you can see from the top item, which is actually a bag, and it's from Tobichi, which was, well, there's two of them, isn't there? There's one in Tokyo and one in Kyoto, and I went to the one in Tokyo, and I've never been to a Tobichi before. So Tobichi is the actual bricks and mortar location. I wouldn't say it's a shop. I mean, it is a shop, but I don't think it's open all year round, but it opens or is, well, it may be open all year round, I have no idea, but at Hobonichi launch time, they have like a little sort of preview event, and you can go along and see all the covers in person before they even go on sale. So obviously as a massive Hobonichi fan, it was kind of like going to Mecca. It was amazing. I was like, this is my holy land. And yeah, I was on a bit of a high actually after going. I went on my own, I sort of snuck off. We were staying in Tokyo just for a few nights before we were travelling back to the UK, and I just sort of snuck off and took myself there. And I'm so glad I did, because there was a moment there where I thought I might not be able to make it, and I did, and I'm so glad. So cute, tiny little place, but just absolutely gorgeous, just as you'd imagine. I'm so sorry I didn't film anything. I had a massive headache, and I was just like missioning it to get there. I think I was there like not long before closing, so I had to sort of go round and round and then leave again. But yeah, so I did three, well, I wouldn't say three orders, three purchases of Hobonichi items this year. The first one, obviously, was at Tobichi. So obviously I couldn't buy any of the, you know, the new lineup. So I actually bought a few things that I love, but I hadn't gotten around to getting because I saw them in person. And it really does make a difference seeing things in person. Like, things look completely different, covers look completely different when you see them in real life. This is the bag I got. I think I paid for it, but it's absolutely gorgeous, paper bag. Yeah, so seeing this cover in real life, which I think was from last year, and I've been sort of umming and ahhing over whether to get it or not. And but when I saw it in real life, I was like, oh yes, it is actually gorgeous. And there was another one which I was also umming and ahhing, and I saw that, and I was like, actually no. So if I could, I would go to Tobichi every year because it's just so good to see them in person. So yeah, this is actually from last year, I think, the previous year's lineup, classic fabrics, it says. I didn't actually pay too much attention to the lineup last year because I just didn't have, I wasn't in the sort of the right mind frame. I didn't actually have all that much money, not that I do now. But yeah, I got this one. When I got home, I realised I didn't have a cover on cover for it, which was a bit of a disaster, but I have ordered one since. So that's actually going to go on top of a morning pages journal. It's not going to be used for Hobonichi. And then these are the goodies I picked up. So some of these are free. Obviously there's the little logo from Tobichi. I think that's a Kyoto one actually, isn't it? And I got the Freebies sticker, the little cute bear. Let's take him out of the plastic. Look at the fuzziness. And he was actually there. They had him in a little cabinet. I'm sure you've all seen the Hobonichi videos going around, touring the actual thing already. I know quite a few people do really good video tours of the Tobichi shop, and I obviously failed completely. A little gift card. Don't need to show you all this too slowly. But this is the thing that I haven't seen anybody else have, and I'm not saying that to be like smug, but I don't know what happened, because are they on the website? Did they run out? I'm not quite sure, but I didn't get anything else by this artist. I know her cover's been massively popular, but this is the only, Yumi Kitagashi, this is the only thing I bought of hers, and it's just a tiny little fabric, piece of fabric sample. It's sort of like shiny, silky, I don't know what fabric this is, it looks synthetic, but isn't it gorgeous? So, because I knew I wasn't going to get one of the covers, I actually did want the little files, but they obviously sold out. I grabbed this while I was in the shop, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but perhaps I don't know what I'm going to do. Sew it onto a pouch or something. Anyway, that's gorgeous, so I got that. I did the stamp, so I actually have a little Hobonichi stamp. Didn't have any books with me, so I just used their Dashenka, I think, notepaper that was on the table. And then this is the last thing I got, which is the Shitajiki for A5 size. Again, this is from last year, and I really like this. And because I think I ordered all my Hobonichi from Amazon last year, Amazon Japan, they didn't have this available on Amazon Japan. So, and obviously I don't want to pay shipping of like £20 just for this to come, even if it was on Amazon. So I was glad to be able to pick this up. It's very, very cute. So that's everything I got from Tobichi. I did actually pick up this flyer just because the pictures are so cute. And look, there's the dancing fox. And I haven't looked at what it is yet, but I probably will when I finish this video because it is something to do with Hobonichi. Yeah, okay, so voiceover, Emily coming in just very quickly to say I'd looked it up, and it's a little exhibition space that Hobonichi run called Hobonichi Yobi. So Hobonichi is Hobonichi, and Nichiyobi is actually Sunday in Japanese. So they sort of squished those two words together to make Hobonichi Yobi, which also means almost Sunday. So that's quite cute. And it's in the top of a, I think it's like a big department store building in Shibuya. And if you go on the website, and I'm going to try and remember to put the link down below for you, they do lots of different exhibitions and they all look really cool. And I'm thinking that's now on my list of things to do next time I go to Tokyo. So yeah, this was an exhibition for Kondo Aki, or Aki Kondo, who did the Dancing Fox drawings from a previous release. I picked up from Tobichi, and then when I got home, I actually flew home about 5 days or even a week before the actual release, so I couldn't be in Japan for the actual buying of the Hobonichis. So the first purchases I made, I actually got from Amazon Japan because their shipping was a hell of a lot cheaper, because I thought I was only buying a couple of things at that point. So I just ordered from Amazon Japan my weeks for next year, which is going to be this one, which is the Calm Plaid. And I keep my cover-on covers from every year. I basically, if I have one, I don't buy a new one. So this is one that I've had for a long time. I just clean it, give it a wipe down with a bit of alcohol gel, just to sort of get the sticky bits of sticker from my post-it notes off. So yeah, that's all good to go. I haven't had a plaid in a long time. I love the plaids. Every year I look at them and love them. But I've been getting the sort of the little icon bow and tie, or whatever they're called ones. So I'm happy that I got the English one. So it's basically my everyday planner, same system as usual. And then the other thing that I picked up, because I'd seen it in Tobichi and I picked it up and I thought, oh, this is nice, was the hon. Now, I wasn't sure I'd particularly be bothered about the hon, but I don't know, just like I said, when I picked it up, and it's not that much difference in weight to the normal cousin. I picked them both up in my hands and I felt them, and I didn't feel like, oh my God, it's even heavier. You know, the cousin is pretty heavy as it is. I didn't particularly like any of the patterns, so I just went for the plain one because I kind of like the just the simple gold stripe. So this, I think, is going to be my work life, sorting out my illustration work planner for next year. So I'm really excited to be using a cousin again. I hadn't had one for a couple of years, although I did reuse the last one constantly, even when I went past the year it was dated for. But yeah, very happy to get that. So that's it. I thought I've done everything. Then I realised I didn't have a cover on cover. So I obviously do have a cover on cover for A5. I've got plenty of them. Well, not plenty. I've got a few of them, but they're back in Japan in storage. So when I bought this cover, obviously I don't need a cover for that one. That's just going to be naked. But it does actually fit in here, by the way. Let me just demonstrate, because I know some people will wonder. What was I saying? My brain's gone. I'm trying to film this live because I don't have any time. I think I was saying, yes, I've got loads of cover on covers, but they're all in Japan in storage. And I bought this and then I thought, oh, I haven't got a cover on cover, and it's too like pretty to just risk, like, it's too pretty to risk getting it mucky. Don't want to use it until I've got cover on cover. And then again, I don't want to pay shipping from Amazon Japan just for a tiny piece of plastic. So as you can see, look, it fits in fine. And there's no stretching at all whatsoever. It doesn't feel like there's no effort to get that in whatsoever. I think probably covers vary. I know some people said they couldn't get theirs in certain covers, but this is just completely fine. And the hon opens flat beautifully. So yeah, it does fit in there. I won't be putting it in there, but it does fit in there, just as an FYI. So yeah, so once I realised I actually used a cover on cover, I was like, well, maybe I'd have to order a few more things. Now, I didn't order loads more again, but I did do an order direct from Hobonichi. So it came today, and it came by Global E, whatever they're called, FedEx, and they just stuck the label straight on the box. So the beautiful box is no longer beautiful. It still has that on this side. So if I use it for storage, I'll probably have that side sticking out. And all I got from the Hobonichi store is this tiny little amount here. So I did warn you, this is not a particularly exciting haul video. Obviously I got the cover on cover, didn't forget that because that would have been a nightmare, so that will go on there. But I also got another Weeks, and I got this one because it's absolutely gorgeous. And this is another one I picked. I wasn't thinking about getting this artist's work. I do love it, it's gorgeous, but I wasn't particularly bothered about it. But then I picked this one up in Tobichi, and I was like, oh, look at that. And the reason I did that, I mean, it's obviously shiny. I'm not really into the shinies. Look, there I am. Hello. Yeah, it's because of the back, look. It's so pretty. And so that's the full view. Again, you've probably seen all this a million times already. But it's just very pretty. And I thought, I used to keep like a little notebook of things for my son. Like what he did that day or funny things he said. And I haven't done that for years. I did it 1 year in Hobonichi Weeks, and it was a really nice size to do it. Just a little note before bed. And then I thought, well, we'll do it again. Because it's the perfect notebook to have by your bed, isn't it? Because of all those stars. And there's like a little kitty and a little fox. So that's going to be by the bed, and every evening we're going to do it together, I think. I might end up actually writing it. Just a nice thing from the day so that we've got a really nice sort of memory snapshot of 2024. So that's going to be like my son's sort of planner. Oh, look, you get a little thing with it. Oh, how cute. And then while I was in the Hobonichi store, I thought, well, let me grab a page keeper. Never had one, really wanted to use one, really wanted to try one. They never seem to have them on Amazon Japan, so I thought I'll just grab that because, again, I'm not paying £20 shipping for this from Amazon. So that's it, basically. Not a massive haul, sort of a bit of a mishmash of picking up old things that I really wanted and, you know, doing an extra order because I'm obviously quite forgetful, having moved across the planet. Yeah, so that's my very modest Hobonichi haul for this year. I'm going to hopefully do a planner video soon with how I've used all my notebooks recently and journals, because I haven't updated anybody on that for a long time, and then how I'm going to plan to do it next year. So I better stop because I've got to go and pick my son up from school. Okay, all right, thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye.